Back. My name is Christine K. And this is Real Talk. We are talking about dyslexia, living with dyslexia, and we are creating awareness because October is Dyslexia Awareness Month. Now, we've talked about a lot of things. Before we get into the organization and the plans for creating awareness, how do we nurture these talents? You know, because we're saying these children, most of the times, they have other hidden talents that you know we don't know about. And how do we as parents, as teachers, as society nurture these talents?
That's very important. First and foremost, not only focusing on grades. As a parent, you need, or even as a teacher, need to be open-minded, not just focusing on one side. The example I gave, don't just tell children who are not able to finish homework that they can't go to the field to do what other children are doing, because that's, you'll be denying this child the opportunity to even find out what else is he good at. You will find those children, they are good at writing, so you use the talent in art, their talent in art. You find maybe at that age, whenever they pick a paper, they don't do anything, they are just drawing. So can you use that drawing to reach reading? Probably you can tell them to explain what they have read. That way you'll be able to identify whether their drawing or the artist is actually something that can be developed. You'll find others, they love one thing, they get mesmerized, like for example, if it is vehicles, they can tell you anything about a car, and then this is a very young child. Find out, be open-minded. Be a parent, be a teacher, just be open-minded and see what can these children do. Even those who are able to read, even those who may not have problems, because we still have those who are good readers, but they have other talents. But just because our focus is, what grade will you get? What marks will you get? That is what we are most focusing on. But ours is to focus on identifying these talents, developing them. Now, once you have known this child is good in art, so what do? Pamper him with materials for art, and provide like now we have internet. You can provide, and other parents is like they see a child who is just doing, when he's in the internet, he's just doing one thing. You are wondering, your cousin bagari too. You know, you get like agree with the child, instead using that as a step to reach what this child is not able to do.
Right. So of course, you know, we hope that, you know, at least this new system will even be implemented faster, so that it can accommodate, you know, these kids.
I wish it could be
faster
than this, than the way it is, because right now it will take how many years?
It will take a number of years. Okay, so let's talk about your organization. You're director of Dyslexia organization. Phyllis is the director of the Dyslexia organization in Kenya. You know, of course, there's a story behind that, and you're also the founder, together with your sister of Rare Gem.
Yes.
There's a story behind that.
Certainly.
Yes.
It started like over 12 years ago. I actually realized my son had that problem. He could not read. He was lagging behind. I actually used to throw a book to him and tell him, read. This is already in class 1. You know those class 1 books, the story. And he would lie to me that he had read. I would say it helped me more because I already had another son who was very good. He read in preschool, he already knew how to read stories. So I was like comparing them. And I'm wondering, why is this young man not reading? I thought, again, like typically another parent is, he's just being lazy. And we are crashed a bit. The teachers recommended that we need to push slightly. So stressing him, slapping him here, pinching him to make him work harder. At some point when he was in class 2, I saw a magazine written children who write Doy for Boy. And I was like, I know someone who does this. It was actually somebody's newspaper. I pinched that paper and now went and read more. And that's why I got the word dyslexia. And I was like, this fits him completely, whatever they say. My sister, the same, was going the same story. was having the same problem with her son, and she was a teacher, and she didn't know this problem. So when I went to tell her, you know, I've known what is wrong with my son, and said he has dyslexia. I was like, so you knew? And then she said, no, I've just also discovered. So we started reading a lot about it, helping our children. She's a teacher, she's doing it at school. Me, I just did it at home. I was reading now from internet. And so when they were about to finish school in class, my son was about to finish class 8, I had read so much. I had already done a course, and I was like, okay, this guy is almost like now overcome. What do I do with this knowledge? And then I was talking to other ladies in groups, chama, schools, teachers, you know, even in my son's school. And I realized the number of children or other parents who are going through what I was going through. And so we needed to get a platform. What do we do to tell other people? And that's how the Dyslexia organization was registered in 2011. Mostly was to create awareness. Tell parents, this child is not pretending. He's not lazy. He has other talents. Help him to find out what is he good at and nurture it. And then make the child have his potential in life, what he can do. We all cannot be doctors, we can't be lawyers, we can't be all that. So we registered the organization, and then we created awareness. We got now the opportunity to go to maybe radio stations, TV station, as an organization, not as a parent, not as an individual. Probably it would have been hard to come and tell Y24 that I'm a parent of a child with dyslexia, and what is that, and so what? You're not a specialist. I already became a specialist by teaching myself, by learning, by doing courses, learning to help. The same with my sister. So we combined our efforts and we registered the organization. And we created awareness, and people came to hear about it from all over the world, because we got opportunity on radio stations and all that. And
people saw that, my child is suffering from this, I probably can't handle it, someone can handle it, and then Reagem School came about.
Actually Reagem was like, parents started asking, okay, now you have told me my son is not pretending, he's not fitting in the school. I've already been told next year don't bring him to this school, because we are not handling children with special need. Some had already been sent to the special needs school, to those school classes that have children with other disabilities. And they said, okay, me, I don't care what you do. I'll bring my son to you, I'll bring my child to you. In fact, my sister was told, your school, at least they have you. You can accommodate them, and so I'm going to bring, it's like now your house will be the boarding for my children. All they from Mombasa, Meru, Kisumu, everywhere. So Reagem was started as a boarding school to cater for now children with dyslexia, mainly dyslexia. Okay, right now we have some with other learning disabilities.
All right, so it started off as a primary school.
Yes.
And now we have a secondary school.
Yes. Again, after this we were able to register them for exam. They as special students, because in our Kenya context we have the only concession they can be given is extra time. So all our children, all our students in class 8 get extra time to sit for the same exam. Okay, it can be a bit unfair because these are children who have reading problem, but at least this far we can say the Ministry of Education has, or Kenya National Examination Council has allowed us that concession. Maybe we are pursuing other concessions. Now they sat for the exam, and they could not again fit in the national or other high schools. We have some that went to other schools. We have some, they said, you have done so much for us. If we already have identified the talents in these children, we are not expecting them to go to get A's, C's and all that. We want them to continue with their talent and nurturing their talent. What do we do? Again, find us a school where these children can go. We had no school. We started the high school. So now we have a primary school and a high school up to Form 2. Next year, those who are in Form 2, they'll go to Form 3.
All right, I definitely see a university also probably, you know, coming up in future, of course, with the right support and, you know, from all of
We'll
them.
be glad to do that.
Yeah. So, you know, two like final things. Let's talk about the I Can Fly campaign.
Yeah, I Can Fly campaign was started with Mbuvi of people know him Kwatakawaya. He's done a song for children with these people with learning disability or learning difficulties. They can fly. You give them opportunity and they will achieve whatever they have set themselves to. So the campaign is telling people, this song I Can Fly is telling people that give these people opportunity and they will fly. They will become whatever they have put themselves to be. They can achieve their potential. So the campaign, the song was launched on 25th of September, and it is going to lead to now it is going to lead to the October Awareness Month. The first week of the month, we are going to hype it and hear more about it. Tell people, don't hold your child back because of grades. Give them opportunity, let them fly, let them be what they have to be, they can be. Yeah.
All right, so if someone wants to, you know, volunteer and be part of this cause, how can you go about it? How can I go about it?
We have room. We have no capacity right now of reaching everybody. So we accept all people. You can play many roles. You can become an advocate. You can help these people identify. You can become maybe a trainer if you get the passion. Actually, what we look for more is the passion. How passionate about? Do you get tired? Do you get maybe put behind by people who are slow? You know, because these children, true, they are slow, but some people may find, I can't have that patience. So you got to have patience. So you can join us. You can get in touch with us. We can bring you on board and you become a volunteer. We have volunteers at the school and again at the organization, creating awareness, doing campaign for us. Even the social media, most of us are not even good in that. We need the young people who can work with the social media, creating awareness and all that. All
right, so you know, definitely we would want to support you there. Also, you can also share with us your social media handles, personal and as well as for Rare Gem and Dyslexic organization, Dyslexia organization.
May I first talk about the
trek?
The trek.
Yes, okay, sure.
As you have said, October is the Global or World Dyslexia Awareness Month. Dyslexia Organization Kenya is linked to the International Dyslexia Association. We work again with other international organizations in UK, in US, in Australia and other places in the world, at least to combine and learn from their long-term experience and research. So we are hyping, or we have a Dyslexia Awareness Month in October. It is globally, it is going to be celebrated the first week of October. For us, we have the hill trek at Gong Hills on 6th October. So we are calling people to come and join us to go to the hills. It will be a fun day for family, for people, for young people, for teams, for groups. They can come and join us. We'll start. It will start at Konabaridi, for those who know, around Magadi Road. But we'll meet at Bomb Blasts. Take a mat there, go to Konabaridi, have our event there, do the hill, come back, have some talk about dyslexia. We may be lucky that we might find someone. Unfortunately, like you have heard, we are mentioning international celebrities. Do we have a Kenyan celebrity? Probably someone.
It would be so important to have someone you can literally, you know, directly relate to.
Because the focus, the embarrassment, the stigma. In fact, what we want to focus more is to help people learn that because of their disability or their dyslexia, that's why they have what they have achieved. And now the Kenyan situation is you are labeled dumb, and now you learn with that stigma. We would want to change that perspective, and that's why we want to call people to come up on 6th, join us, do the hill trek. We only well, to register, you only buy a T-shirt for 1,000, and we have a pay bill number.
Okay.
847279. 847279, and the account name is your name, so that we can be able to identify. We'll have the T-shirts at the event, and you can join us.
Right. Yeah.
Our Twitter handle is at Dyslexia Kenya. Our Facebook page is Dyslexia Kenya. My personal Facebook page is Phyllis Munyi Dyslexia. Phyllis Munyi Dyslexia, and you'll get there and you can link.
All right. Thank you so much. You know, I mean, it's been very insightful. It's been very educative. You know, and I'm so glad that you came through and shared this with us. And of course, you guys make sure that you support the trek. Make sure it's just 1,000 bob. You know, and you get to have fun and learn and actually support for a cause. Remember, I always thank you so much, Phyllis, for coming through today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Yeah, sure. So could you please repeat the contacts, the pay bill, and as well as the contacts, the Twitter handles?
Twitter handle is at Dyslexia Kenya. Facebook page is dyslexiakenya.org. My personal Facebook is Phyllis Munyi Dyslexia. To register for the hike or hill trek, which will be at Gong, you pay 1,000 at pay bill number 847279. Account name, your name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how you do it. Very simple. Remember, guys, I always tell you, you can be anything that you want to be. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday on Real Talk. Join us next weekend for yet another amazing episode. My name is Christine Kai. Do have a good day.